Ah, yes, the real self-driving was the friends we made along the way. Sources electrek.co. Tesla has changed the definition of full self-driving. You see, FSD is not fully unsupervised autonomous driving, go to sleep in the driver's seat, wake up at your destination like we said it would be when we charged as much as $15,000 for it. Now it has a new definition. FSD now means an advanced driving system, regardless of the marketing name used, that is capable of performing transportation tasks that provide autonomous or similar functionality under specified driving conditions. The author opines that the current version of FSD, which requires constant supervision by the driver, could easily fit that description. Uh-oh. The automaker has updated their language on their website, now selling only full self-driving supervised and not the previous full self-driving capability FSD. So we actually have an image here this is from Electrek. Full self-driving supervised, $8,000.
I don't like that.
Beginning in 2016, the company had claimed, past tense now because they have clearly changed their messaging, had claimed that all its vehicles in production would be capable of unsupervised self-driving. Since 2018, CEO Elon Musk has claimed that this year is the year, only to reach the end of each year with the promise unfulfilled. Tesla previously confirmed that vehicles produced between 2016 and 2023 do not have the proper hardware to deliver the promised unsupervised self-driving. Their CEO has discussed upgrading the computers in these vehicles, but there doesn't appear to be even a concept of a plan for implementing this upgrade.
Very cool.
I remember having an infuriating conversation with finance bro at a party once.
I know this story.
That basically boiled down to, I cover tech for a living, and Tesla has a serious problem with their tech. And the counter argument was, lots of super smart people have invested, so there's no way they won't deliver on this.
Yeah.
And I said, well, do you want to see the tweet where Elon admitted that like the cars they've been selling for all these years can't do it? Didn't want to see it. And I was told that I just didn't understand finance and that the details of the tech didn't matter. And I was like, right, but people invest in this company because of the tech, right? Like that's what theoretically people... As far as I can tell, Tesla has gone full meme stock at this point.
Well, almost the whole stock market has.
I wouldn't say almost all. I'd say like there's a lot of high-profile examples these days, but not almost all.
But a lot of the high-profile examples is where a lot of the money in the stock market is sitting currently.
Yeah. Ginger Nutted in Float Plane chat says, "Here's
Ginger Nutted."
Yeah, I like that. I felt it was worth reading out loud. Oh, no, that's not actually the tweet that I was referring to. There was one where he far more explicitly admitted that FSD, whatever the hardware level was that was up until a couple of years ago, 3, I think, was just never going to be capable of it. And it was already clear, like way before that it wouldn't be capable because they were already using both of what were supposed to be the redundant computers in order to achieve full level 4 or level 5. You have to have redundancy, but they didn't because they were using the whole thing already. So people had known for ages that it was just never going to be able to do it. It just took them a really long time to admit it. I don't know, man. I often get accused of being an Elon hater. But what it really boils down to is I don't respect people who lie to me constantly over and over and over again and just expect me to keep believing them. Because I feel that shows disrespect to me, and therefore I cannot respect that. If you make a good faith effort to follow through on the things that you tell me, or if you have the self-awareness to apologize and make good, then that makes a big difference. But if you just lie over and over and over and over and over and over again, then I don't respect that. I can't respect that. So there you go. It's kind of that simple. I remember having a conversation with a family member about a particular politician, and I basically just went, well, here's an example of a bald-faced lie. Why did they say that? It's demonstrably false. And he went, I don't know. And I went, well, yeah, I can tell you why. It's because he doesn't respect you. He doesn't think you are smart enough or detail-oriented enough or conscientious enough to care. And that's not respectful. And that was kind of a turning point, which was a major relief. And to be clear, I intentionally kept that vague. I think that could apply to pretty much any politician. There's just degrees of brazen untruthfulness.
Extremely off topic, but I want to bring it up before I forget. I saw Jaden in chat, and this reminded me. He sent me a message after last WAN show where he said, regarding WAN show discussion, it is possible to assign different icons to notifications, Android only, and WhatsApp already shows profile image and notifications. You mentioned having, I think it was
sick.
Different icons for channels, so we could
Cool.
We could do it Android only, apparently. I don't know.
No, don't bother then.
Now.
I think it'd be better to just have feature parity and wait for Apple to catch up. I mean, they eventually do.
Sure.
Or maybe they just won't.
I don't know. I hadn't noticed it before. He mentioned, oh wow, I already forgot. I just put it down. I am pretty tired from all the traveling. WhatsApp already shows profile image. So WhatsApp already does it, but I don't use WhatsApp very much. So I didn't see it there, and not a lot of other apps that I use seem to use this feature, and I suspect it's because of just having identical apps on both platforms, but I don't know. So yeah, apparently that is a thing. I don't remember exactly how I worded it, but I think I said that I didn't think it was, so apparently it is.
What is the consequence going to be for this full self-driving false advertising? Are the regulators going to be empowered, and are they going to have the stones to follow through? Is it going to come down to individual owners to class action this? Like, how is this going to play out? Because I think you could make the argument that a substantial portion, like if Corsair had to pay $5.5 million because some people didn't have XMP on by default in their gaming computer, right? Like we're talking $100, $300 purchase, right, of some DDR4 memory.
Yeah.
How much will Tesla owe when people figure out that the decade of cars they sold are not and will never be capable of fully autonomous driving as they were advertised to be?
Meanwhile, and this is going to be tough to see amongst all the ads, but there is a headline in the middle there. Did you hear about this?
Yeah, so I think this is okay, I'm going to have kind of a controversial take on this one. I think that this is, see, I have in the past attributed to 4D chess what actually turned out to be phenomenal stupidity.
Right.
So I hate making the same mistake more than once. However, this one smells like a bit of 4D chess to me, because the conditions for that pay package are that the company will have to reach a valuation that simply isn't going to happen. Optimus is already dead in the water, and everybody knows it.
It says specifically that they have to ship like an incredible amount of Optimus.
Yeah, they have to ship like 300,000 Optimuses a month or something. Like what were the numbers? Get me the Optimus numbers here. So the Optimus is their robot that like is already just a piece of dog shit compared to like Unitree models for a few grand, and that they think they're going to sell for $200,000 to $300,000 each. Like, to who? What are you even talking about?
I don't even think that article said. I'm looking for another one.
Optimus is dead in the water with what logic? With the logic of the head of the program who just left and was like, peace. Optimus is dead in the water because they are so far behind. They can't figure out hands. They can't figure out the AI side. They can't figure out mobility. So many of the demos that you've seen have just been remote telepresence, effectively, of like a human just operating it remotely. Guys, Optimus is smoke and mirrors. So yeah, here we go. 1 million robot deliveries, in 1 million robo taxis and yeah, like this stuff's not happening. So yeah. So basically, this one smells to me like it's just supposed to grab headlines with a giant big number, and it's supposed to help pump the stock because, oh, well, if they're gonna, if this pay package exists, then there's this path to this. But I mean, obviously, none of that is happening. There's no way that you could. There's no way you could be on enough substances to think that you're going to sell that many of a product that literally you would have to have a lot of substances. You'd have to have 1,000% tariff on it to make Optimus at the price that they have sort of floated. You'd have to have a 1,000% tariff on it to make it competitive with something that Unitree is shipping like right now.
I do know that a counter argument is that this is what was said about his first pay package.
Sure. But
I do think
that was when the company was poised for immense growth
and had a lot of positivity surrounding it.
Show me the immense growth that we're poised for. I mean, in the U.S., sales are tanking in Europe. In the U.S., the incentives are going away.
There was a robot at IFA at a booth where it was a humanoid robot, except it had two airplane cables hanging it from the ceiling because it couldn't stand on its own. And it was like leaning over, hanging off these cables. And it was sorting laundry. But like 1 out of 3 times that it tried to grab a piece of clothing, it would just like fail. And all it was doing was like sorting colors and whites for washing. And it was so incredibly slow. And then it got like 3/4 of the way through, and it just could not grab them anymore because I guess it was too far down, and it couldn't like bend because it was held by these cables. So they had to re-pour the clothes back into the middle one so that it could keep going. It was so brutal to watch. It was so rough.
Who was this?
I don't remember the brand. Yeah, it's in the floatplane walkthrough with Sammy and I.